Hi. In this episode, I'm just gonna tell you a joke. But before we get into that, I'm gonna explain why. First of all, if you still find it difficult to understand, just turn on the Czech subtitles which I've uploaded for you. If you do understand but still feel like you do need some assistance, just use English subtitles. You see, if you want to learn a language quickly and effectively, one of the best methods is reading and listening. Reading and listening to a story. It's called comprehensible input, and I'll talk about that later in some of the upcoming episodes. What you need to know now is you can spend years studying a language, learning the grammar and new words, without actually succeeding. And success in language learning is, I think, being able to use it. If you put all your time and effort into learning grammar, well, alright, you'll be a great linguist. But when somebody asks you to fetch them a sweet potato from the pantry, you'll just scratch your head. On the other hand, reading and listening to a story gives you context. You don't have to think about how to use a certain word because you see it in the story, you hear it in the story. It gives you a better idea of how the language works and you sort of download it into your brain. Plus, it's definitely more fun than learning grammar. It gives you motivation, and that is key in language learning. Simply put, if you need to improve your listening skills, just listen to stories. If you need to get better at understanding a written text, just read a bunch of books. And with that said, we can move on to our first story, which is a joke about Count Dracula. You ready? Let's do this. Dracula wants to know which of his bets is the best. They had to show him how much blood they can drink. The bet which drinks more blood than others is the winner. The first bet goes and comes back after 10 minutes. Its mouth is full of blood. Dracula says, "Nice. How did you do it?" The bat says, "Do you see that tower? Behind it, there is a house. I went inside and drank the blood of all the family." Dracula says, "Very good." The second bat goes and comes back after 5 minutes. There is blood all over his face. Dracula is shocked. "How did you do that?" The bat says, "Do you see that tower? Behind it, there is a hotel. I went inside and drank the blood of all the guests." Dracula says, "Fantastic." Now the third bat goes and comes back after 1 minute. There's blood all over his body. Dracula cannot believe his own eyes. "How did you do that?" The bat says, "Do you see that tower?" Dracula says, "Yes." And the bat says, "Well, I didn't." That will be all from me today. If you didn't understand, just don't worry about it. Turn on the Czech subtitles and listen to the story again and read the subtitles. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see each other next time. Bye bye.